good day. Today we're going to be replacing the lower ball joint on the lower control arm on this 2011 Nissan Versa. The complaints are that when you brake, sometimes it makes a little clunky noise. I did this once before on the driver's side for this car. I'm not overly surprised that it's the passenger side that's ready to go. So we're going to do that today. Hope you find this process enjoyable. All right, so we got the tire off. Pretty easy to see here, look. So that's our lower control arm ball joint that we're going to replace. So to do that, we're going to have to take off our brake calipers here. See that? But we're going to take our brake caliper off. Everything right off of there, that'll give us access. Take the steering rod off too, I'm not sure. That'll give us access to our ball joint down there. All right, let's see how this goes. Well, like any fun job, got a couple of things. I don't know if you noticed there, but the brake pads fell out, so that's not a big deal. I was going to probably replace the brake pads anyway, maybe the rotor. I haven't really looked at that a whole well. But I've got a stuck bolt, so I have to put a little bit of penetrant on there, and we'll see if this will sort things out in a little bit. We're going to let her sit for a few minutes. Hopefully we don't need too much heat or anything like that, and then we'll go from there. See how this works. All right, so what I've been working on, haven't really shown you here, is that the ball joint completely out. It's not good, but it's stuck. So I had to cut the cut the rubber boot off, and it's been stuck in there, so I put a pair of vice grips on it, and look at that. After a little bit of soaking with some WD-40, it comes right off. So now we're going to proceed from here. I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to get the bottom part of the ball joint out. I've got a tool for that. Hopefully that works. And we'll be back driving in no time. So here we are, we've got the top of the ball joint off. The bottom of the ball joint still stuck in here. But there's a retaining clip on almost all ball joints, or at least every one I've ever done. And it just pops that off. That's what holds the bottom of the ball joint in. It's crazy to think it's just that. And it's a bit of a tight fit anyway. So I do have a tool for that. And hopefully it's going to press it out. So let's see how that works. Alright, well, I used the tool here, a large sucker, and I apologize I didn't video it, but so far, oh, there it comes out there. Basically, you've got, this is a tool, grab this on Amazon, it's a great little thing. Put this in, goes in there, you've got to push the ball joint out because it goes up through the bottom. I'm going to have to press it in too. We use all these and we just screw it down and it presses it out. Great, the last time I did this, I had to use a torch. It's a real big pain in the butt, really. But now it's time for reassembly. All right, so went to the parts store. Got a new ball joint. Usually the ball joints kits come with new ball joint, and then we have new nut and bolt, which is great because my old nut and bolt, if you sort of look, I don't know if you can see that or not, but pretty rusted, pretty rounded off. I needed to use the vice grips to get a hold of that, so nice new bolt, that's fantastic. And big C-clip. It was a lot nicer than, I didn't imagine that was just holding it in. But it's just a friction fit, so it's something that keeps it down there. So now we're gonna go the opposite way. We're gonna press in our new bushing here. I'm gonna clean this up. See, we get this pressed in, get our clip in, put it back in place, tighten her up, and then I guess we're gonna look at the brakes. All right, so we got our ball joint all back in. Nice and tight, no movement there. Beautiful, the way it should be. All right, well, next to the brakes, I guess. So my phone went dead, which is what I'm using to record with. What you didn't see is the pain in the butt that the brake pads were to go on. I actually had a set of brake pads around. So I did this tire and the other side as well. And I put summer tires on the front because those were winter tires and, well, it's time for them to come off. I'm about to take it out for a test drive. I think everything should be hunky-dory and a-okay. It sounds nice and tight. It's doing everything that you'd want it to do. All the clunks are gone now, or at least they seem to be. I'll take it for a drive and let you know. So an update on the 2011 Nissan Versa. All the repairs worked out just great. Test drove fantastic, no more bumps and clunks. And the only thing left to do now is the rear tail light. So I'm gonna do that and it should be ready for inspection. I think I'll maybe even do another video about that. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night.